Is it possible to convert TradingView indicators into expert advisors without knowing how to code? Finally, yes. Thanks to AlgoBuilderX, you can now turn your ideas into automated strategies without writing a single line of code. Today, I'll guide you step by step on how to take any indicator from TradingView, in this case the TDI, Trader's Dynamic Index, and transform it into an expert advisor usable on cTrader without requiring any programming skills. The TDI is designed to provide a comprehensive market view by combining momentum, trend, and volatility signals into a single tool, analyzing trading signals generated by the RSI, the red line, in combination with Bollinger Bands. When the RSI crosses above the lower band, it generates a buy signal. Conversely, when the RSI crosses below the upper band, it generates a sell signal. This approach leverages the volatility and momentum properties of the indicator to identify trading opportunities effectively. Here, I'm simply placing entries on TradingView based on the generated signals, without considering take profit or stop loss levels. However, as you can see, the entries are extremely accurate thanks to the signal provided by the RSI crossing the Bollinger Bands. Now let's move on to the process. We will convert the indicator using the GPT AlgoBuilderX Code Assistant. This GPT has been trained on the entire cTrader documentation, making it capable of generating custom indicators from scratch or converting PineScript scripts from TradingView into cTrader-compatible code in the cAlgo format. We copy the PineScript code of the TDI indicator and paste it into our GPT. Then, we write our prompt. We ask GPT to convert this code into a cAlgo indicator for cTrader. As you can see, GPT correctly generated the cAlgo code for our TDI indicator. Now, we copy the generated cAlgo code and paste it into a new project in cTrader. As you can see, the indicator was built perfectly. Let's try adding it to a chart to see the result. We can see that it perfectly mirrors what we had on TradingView, with the Bollinger Bands, RSI, and baseline well represented. It is now ready to be imported into AlgoBuilderX. First of all, we need to export this indicator. Let's right-click on the indicator and choose Export, and choose With Source Code. Now that the indicator has been successfully exported from cTrader, let's move to AlgoBuilderX to integrate it into our automated strategies. To import it, click on Custom Indicator in the main menu. Then select Upload Custom Indicator, which allows us to upload the indicator file we just exported. Here, we select the TDI indicator file we generated and upload it to AlgoBuilderX. Once done, it will be immediately available for use and integration into our strategies. Now let's move on to creating the strategy. First, we drag the Check Trades Count block and set it to No Trade. This ensures that only one trade is opened at a time. Next, we drag the Condition block, which we will use to define our trading signals. From the menu, we select Indicators, Custom Indicator, and choose the TDI indicator we just uploaded. We want to take RSI values into account, so in the result parameter, we select Fast MA, which is the red line representing the RSI. This is because it is applied to the RSI using a one-period setting. Now we select the Cross Above option and return to select the TDI indicator on the right-hand condition. This time, in the result, we choose Lower Band, which represents the lower band of the Bollinger Bands. With this configuration, we have set the condition where the RSI crosses above the lower Bollinger Band. When this happens, the condition will evaluate as true, and we can define our trading signal. Now, let's drag the Buy Action block into our workspace. This block is what allows a buy position to be opened when the condition is met. Inside the block, we can configure the risk management. For simplicity, we'll leave everything set to fixed pips for both the stop loss and take profit for now. This will allow us to verify whether the condition correctly opens a position. Now we need to create the opposite condition, the one that generates the sell signal. Fortunately, we can do this easily by duplicating the existing block. Right-click on the condition block and select Duplicate. Connect the newly duplicated block to the check trades count, just as we did with the previous block. Now configure the new block for the sell signal. Keep the fast MA parameter on the left, but change the operator to cross below. On the right side, select upper band as the result. With this configuration, we have created a condition that triggers when the RSI crosses below the upper Bollinger Band. Save the condition and drag the sell action block into the workspace. Connect it to the new condition to open a sell position when it occurs. Here too, we set the same risk management parameters as in the buy block. We keep everything on fixed pips for the stop loss and take profit, so we can verify that the signal works correctly. And with that, we have completed both the buy and sell signals. Now our strategy is ready to be tested and optimized. Click on the View Real-Time Source Code feature to see the cAlgo code generated by our strategy. Copy the displayed code and open cTrader. Here, create a new cbot and paste the exported code into the editor. To ensure the bot works correctly, we need to add the TDI indicator we previously created as a reference. To do this, click on Manage References, select the TDI indicator from the list, and confirm. Once the indicator is added, click on Build to compile the code. That's it! Let's run a backtest right away. As you can see, every time the RSI line crosses below the upper band, a short position is opened. Same thing, when the line crosses above the lower band, a buy position is opened. As we can see, trades are opened and closed according to the signals generated by the strategy. However, analyzing the results, we notice a behavior that can be optimized. In some situations, multiple trades are opened within the same candle. This happens because when a trade is closed due to stop loss or take profit, the condition that triggered it remains true until the current candle closes. As a result, the strategy continues to open new trades on the same candle. To resolve this issue, we can add a block that limits trades to 1 per candle, even if the condition remains true. Let's go back to AlgoBuilderX, drag the counter block, and set it to pass once per bar. Connect this block before the buy and sell blocks, ensuring it is positioned between the conditions and the execution actions. This block ensures that each condition is processed only once per candle, preventing multiple trades from being opened on the same bar. We copy and paste the new code and recompile it again. Once configured, save the project and run the backtest again. With this adjustment, the issue is resolved. The backtest now shows clean behavior, with trades opening and closing only once per candle. The strategy can now be optimized and improved as you prefer. For example, you can integrate a trailing stop to let your profits run instead of setting a fixed take profit. Or you can quickly enable a martingale or grid strategy so that after the initial signal, the next positions are automatically managed based on these approaches. Instead, we'll try removing the stop loss and take profit and closing the trade only when the opposite signal occurs. So, if we have an open buy position and a sell signal is generated, we'll close the buy and open a sell, and vice versa. Let's see how to do this in just a few steps. First, as we mentioned, we remove the take profit and stop loss since we don't need them. Now, let's drag in a new check trades count block and configure it to check if the number of trades is greater than 0. We also filter by trade type sell, meaning this block will activate only when there is at least one open sell trade. Now, we duplicate the condition block that generates the buy signal when the RSI crosses above the lower band. Then, we connect a close trade block and set the trade type to sell. The logic here is simple. If there is at least one open sell trade and a bullish signal is generated, we close the sell trade so that a new buy trade can be opened. We now repeat the process for buy trades. Duplicate the Check Trades Count block, but this time filter for buy trades. Duplicate the condition block that generates a sell signal. Connect the Close Trade block and set the trade type to buy. Now, when a bearish signal is generated, any existing buy trade will be closed before opening the new sell trade. Finally, let's recompile the code and run a backtest to see how it performs. As you can see, the logic is working correctly. Now, let's add the break-even, so that the stop loss is moved to the entry point after reaching a certain number of pips, and proceed with a backtest over a 1-year period. This strategy, as you can see, has potential to be exploited. It requires further work, modifications, and optimization, but it is certainly a solid starting point. The purpose of this video was to show you how easily it is to automate a TradingView indicator using AlgoBuilderX. If you'd like to use this TDI indicator, you can find it for free in our Discord channel, where you will find many other example projects of AlgoBuilderX. Check the link in the description. Thank you for watching.